So it's run 2 of the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup here in Monaco. This Grand Prix is really special because you have to be on top of each session, each corner. You have to be focused, never lose your concentration. It's a special atmosphere, especially for us, because it's a kind of home Grand Prix for the French teams.
With the rain in the beginning, it was quite a difficult session. It's not the easiest track to have rain on. I mean, it was drying up quite quickly. So it's nice that we had both of the situations. I mean, in qualifying, we can also have both of the situations.
My advice is always for Monaco, also for the rookies, start quite slowly, do your laps and step by step build it up. Because if you crash your car in the second or third lap and the session is over, you have no chance in qualifying.
It was a crazy qualifying and I pushed my heart out. The rear of the car was a little bit on the edge in the first set. In the second set, the team did a good job to make the right setup change, and we had a tough Imola, so this is good to give back for them.
I think my first set I was really far in front, so I pushed there like what I did. You know, it's so easy to lock up here or to hit the wall, and I think I did it 2 times, so that's Monaco. Of course, it's a very special one and a very important one here to be on pole in Monaco. It means a lot to me, but it means also a lot to me for the team. I'm happy, I give it my all.
Qualifying in Monaco is always the most important part of the weekend. As you cannot practice here, experience is even more important than anywhere else. Same front row than last year, same front row than in Imola, but we also saw that some of the young guns were sometimes in some laps really fast, but at the end it was still the experienced front row. I'm really curious to see what will happen at the start this year.
To the right of screen is Harry King, to the left is Larry Tenforder, and we are go for round 2 of the season in the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. It was a clean start for Larry Tenforder, and he's going to lead us up towards Saint-Devote for the first time. It looks like Harry King has slotted into second. Keegan Masters in the all-orange there is third as they make their way up through Beau Rivage and Massenet. Kaz Havercourt in the black and orange livery car in 4th place, where side by side a little bit further back in the pack, that's Jaap van Lagen in the red, white and green livery car. They're coming under all sorts of pressure from Alessandro Gueretti behind as they come down the hill into Mirabeau for the first time. Alex
slotting in, line astern at the front of the field now. A little bit of pressure being put on as they head through the grand hairpin, and nose to tail bumping then as they settle then into the apex. A car being shoveled really wide.
That was a big send there from one of the Martine Forestieri racing cars there, who came flying down the outside to gain some places through the tunnel for the first time, and now they make their way in towards the Nouvelle chicane, and there comes a possible move for Marvin Klein. Can't quite get it done as we hit the brakes downhill for the first time into Nouvelle chicane. Larry Tenforder will be a little bit more at ease now. He's getting round this first lap, but one of the BWT Lechner racing cars, that looks like Theo Oberhaus, trying to put some pressure on Lirim Zendelli, so he's got by Mathis Gilbert on this first lap, and it looks like Kaz Havercourt was having to defend. There you can see, and Marvin Klein has got through.
Klein shoveling his way through up the inside of Raskas there, and was there a little bit of a fender bump? That's the position being gained.
As we look back at this move.
Yeah, Klein then. It was a bit of a bump and run there from Klein on Havercourt.
Here we can see Robert De Haan, rookie winner last time out, trying to get some places, and he fancies it down at Mirabeau. There he goes, down the inside of Mathis Gilbert, and that's a great place game for Robert De Haan.
Yeah, hit punch and counter punch between those two. Lovely move, neat and tidy stuff.
This is Robert De Haan and Porsche Junior Alessandro Gueretti once again putting the pressure. Oh, look, and he's given a bump there to Alessandro Gueretti. There's a real boxing match going on, isn't there, here between De Haan and Gueretti. Are we going to see another send here between De Haan? Not quite into Saint-Devote. He's becoming incredibly impatient in that car.
Gueretti is going to be pyrotechnic on the radio, having been nudged again.
He keep pushing and pushing and pushing me. You almost crushed your gate.
I guess he has got a bit of a point. He is being hustled everywhere he goes.
And De Haan there just wanting to stay close, wanting to hassle him.
De Haan is now ahead of Gueretti.
Yeah, he managed to make his way through. So that's a move that we haven't seen happened off camera. Let's see if where they finally came to blows at Raskas. And I can see him giving that position back.
I'll have that position, please, sir.
Oh, he had him properly off then.
Yeah.
Gueretti will be having words again. Into the wall, we've got a spinner.
Yeah, Louis Rousset into the barriers at Portier. That rear wing does not look in the right place, does it?
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't be surprised to see that car come directly into the pit lane for Rousset.
Now, 5-second time penalty, Ariel Levy for a false start. So he would drop down to 15th. Tauscher and Bernier would move up. De Haan once again in the mirrors. I think Gueretti would be glad to see the back of De Haan after this race.
Has he had to let him through again? Because De Haan was ahead last time we saw them. So
here we go.
Yeah, there we go. The seeding of the position. Sands indicator that time for De Haan, who's again looking for a way through, and will it be down at the hotel hairpin? Bit of contact through the exit.
Wow, and De Haan really had to get on the anchors there. No further investigation into their collision, I imagine, because they've swapped back round positions. Let's look at this again, Alex.
Yeah, just a little bit of contact again. And at that point, they just unfortunately don't have the lock to get around there without making contact in the mid-corner.
Be careful with your radiator. Be careful with the radiator.
Radiators notoriously right out front of a Porsche. You have to be careful, and you can see that bit of damage already to the front fender for De Haan. 10 Ford has driven an exemplary race here. King not being able to take too much out of that 1 second lead. He built very early on, powering out then through the exit of Raskas in his pursuit of Larry 10 Ford. Pursuit in both the race and the championship at this stage of the year.
10 Forder wants to make it 2-0 in this head-to-head. And here we can see, as you mentioned, clattering that curb.
Boom. Porsche 1, curb 0.
It's been 4 consecutive pole positions here at Monaco. He set a new pole position record, did Larry 10 Forder, and now he's going to make history as he comes round Raskas and up to Anthony No's corner. Larry 10 Forder will be the only driver that can say he has won 3 times at Monaco as he comes across the line to win once again here at Monaco in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. Back-to-back Monaco podiums for Harry King, and Keegan Masters becomes the first South African driver to finish on a Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup podium.
P1. Thank you guys, amazing.
Let's go through the full result for you then. It's our same top 2 this time. They're joined by the South African Keegan Masters on the podium this time. Kaz Avakur, our rookie winner, in 4th place. Marvin Klein, very consistent once again, a 3rd and a 5th to start his season. Well done, Jaap van Log, and that's a great result for him in P6. Huub van Eindhoven in the top 10 again in 7th. Alessandro Gueretti, what he needed. Good points on the board. He's 8th ahead of De Haan and Gilbert. Great fight between De Haan and Gueretti, of course. Zendelli in the points for the first time over House, 12th, and then we had Tauscher, Bernier, Levy, Brasky, Frymouth, Vukov, Vestante and Linland rounding out the top 20. And behind that, in 21st, we had Fernando Monhi, Sorin Spreng, Sam Shaheen and Louis Rousset was our non-finisher after he crashed at Portier. And he does it for the 3rd time here at Monaco. No one else in our 32-year history can say that. Larry 10 Forder is breaking records, adding to the 10 wins he's had so far in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. It's been a superb performance for him, a superb start to the season.
I'm very pleased, I had to push for it. We had no safety car, so pressure was on, but we did our job, and I'm very happy with Schumacher CLT Racing Team. They give me in qualify amazing car, and I'm enjoying every lap here. So happy, very pleased. Thank you so much.
We thank you for your company. Next will be the Red Bull Ring on the 28th to the 30th of June. From myself, Chris McCarthy, and Alex Brundle, it is a goodbye.
4 times pole position and 3 times I won here. Of course, it's an amazing feeling. But yeah, also a lot of pressure because every time you need to go. But it was amazing to do it here, and I'm also really happy for the team Schumacher Selected.
Standing on the podium at Monaco for anybody is a special achievement. The P2 is great, and for the championship perspective, it's really kind of the maximum we could have really achieved this weekend. There was a couple of occasions where I closed the gap, but I decided to bring the car home back in one piece and then take the points.
It's a pretty special place to get the first podium, so yeah, we are very happy. It's the first podium for him and for a South African driver in Supercup. This is one of the championships where it's more difficult to turn the potential into a result, and today we turn it into a trophy, so we can be proud of ourselves today.
The hand overtook me at the second time, but he pushed me off, so then the race director asked him to give me back the position. And after that, he tried to overtake me once again in turn 6. We get again touched together. And after this moment, I feel really confident with the car and I make the gap to him, and then I was safe catching the car ahead. It was a really exciting race. And like this, Monaco wasn't boring at all for me.
It's quite a difficult track, of course. To be on the limit all the time is quite difficult, but I think we managed quite well. It's just already a special race to be here, and that we are able to drive here and to even be on the top podium of the rookies and in the P4 overall. I mean, it's just an amazing feeling. Spielberg is the next race, the home race of BWT Lechner Racing, so we've gone very well there in the past. It feels really good to be going back there with very positive emotions.